The ancient mystics, such as Pythagoras and even Kepler, the astronomer, were said to have understood that they were able to hear the sounds of the planets.
The mystics interpreted this musical composition as a mathematical masterpiece.
If you continually double frequencies, you can move from dense physical matter, which you could strike with a hammer and get resonance like Pythagoras did with the anvil. And you could then extrapolate. Doubling that frequency, I'm going to get this sound. I'm going to get that sound. I'm going to get that sound. Oh, I'm no longer getting sound. At this point, I'm getting ultrasound. And then it's going to move into infrasound. And then it's going to move into something where you can see it instead of hear it. The law of octaves is simply doubling the frequency.
Now, whether or not we can hear this sound is different, because our hearing ranges from around 16 of these vibrations, these cycles per second, to around 16,000. But our friends in the ocean, the dolphins, can hear upwards of 180,000 cycles a second and project frequencies at that level.
What we perceive depends on the pitch.
If we want to study the high-pitched sounds of bats or whales, or the low-pitched sounds of planets in the solar system, in order to do that, we can either raise or lower that sound by octaves. In other words, this is the doubling of the sound. And then you can hear it with your physical ears. In the study of whale sounds, to lower them an octave, you can then actually hear them and have an experience of them, whereas before you wouldn't hear them at all. The whales hear them, but we wouldn't hear them.
They are able to communicate and probably instill great information with sounds that we can't hear. So just because you can't hear it doesn't mean that there isn't a sound being created. And that includes the music of the spheres.
In recent years, NASA engineers recognized solar winds striking the ionosphere, creating vibrations that can be modified to be within the range of human hearing.
Scientists think, well, there's no sound in space because it's a vacuum. Well, then how come there's human range vibrations in space in every single planet? Why is that there? So NASA says, well, we don't know the answer to this question, so let's send Voyager through that ion field and record it and see what we get.
If you go on the NASA site, you can actually download the soundtrack of the sound of our sun. The sound of our planets, like Jupiter. And Saturn.
You put headphones on and you hear sort of an electronic wind with these breathy choirs of voices